Today is really to engage with people who are very interested about cycling, to increase the number of people cycling in Lambeth, and it's to help the council to begin to put together a new strategy for encouraging cycling, to get more people cycling. And it's to gather people's ideas. What should the vision be about? What are the problems that people are finding out there when they try and ride their bikes? And what should the council do about it?
Very, very pleased this event's happening and really hope we get a lot from working with you today and in the future to shape up a really exciting strategy.
We need to look at the categories of the roads. Yeah? We need to decide what the road is for. Is it a motorway? Or is it a little access road to where you live? You know, who has the priority on London Cycle Network 3? There's a splendid route through. Is it the cyclist who has to give way at the junctions, or is it the motorists?
Our policy until now really has been very much based on building up a critical mass. That's really important. The idea was, can we get enough people cycling so that there's demand there? We may have got to a point where we may be beyond promoting cycling. Now, I think we really are getting to the stage, or should be getting to the stage, where we shouldn't need to promote cycling. The promotion should be out there, on the streets.
I think it really is important that the psychological attitude of both cyclists and the rest of the public. There is the terminology that leads to people being car-centric is something that really needs to be tackled.
But I think it's much, much more than that. And I think you need to get a handle on what it is that stops people cycling. So all of the stuff you showed in your presentation, that's the sort of stuff that cyclists would notice. What is it that people who don't cycle want? And actually, I think what they want is segregation at the end of the day. You ask anybody why they don't cycle, and they're looking for segregation in some form or other.
60-70% of people, certainly around the north of the borough, are all in council housing or tower blocks or whatever, and they've literally got nowhere to put their bikes.
But Lambeth, they could be offering schools a package where, you know, everybody in a certain age year group gets training, and they invite all the parents to come to a session.
They'll cycle over the weekend, probably in the evening, and then that's it. So there's not really an incentive for them to cycle, you know, after those hours, really.
Over everything else within TFL, is that the view? Is that the perception? Talk about health aims, heart disease, fitness, all those kinds of things which could be improved through cycling. Demonstrating greater understanding of cycling needs of cyclists. Demonstrating greater understanding and creating forgiving streets.
You know, we've had cycle training in school for 10 years. Thousands of kids have been cycle trained, but actually hasn't made much difference in the number of kids cycling to school. So even though cycle training, yes, it's important, does it need to be different in some way?
I think there's been a very strong focus on children, wanting to get children cycling. Obviously, the vision is talking about normalising cycling. At the moment, it tends to be the preserve of males and younger males, and wanted to widen it to all demographics. But I think people found today that they really wanted to get children cycling, maybe because that's the start of their lives, and if you can get people cycling when they're young, they're going to carry on through our adult lives. Yeah.